What's up, everybody? We're setting up right now. Jonathan's drawing us some heads for us. Give him the tour. So, episode 5 is getting ready. Lots of fun in the studio today.
Yeah.
Nice studio, except now we can see the right side. Gosh dang it. The dang camera keeps moving somewhere.
Oops.
Getting there soon. Welcome to Drawn to Games, episode 5.
Yeah, as you can tell, it's a very special episode.
That's right, it's a very special episode. We are in live at
in the flesh.
Jonathan's house.
We're not live streaming this, by the way, though.
No,
That's not what we implied.
It's not that special.
Well, it is our 5-episode anniversary.
That's right, it's 5 episodes. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah.
It's the longest I've done a podcast. The longest I ever did before was Dan.
Oh, yeah?
That was 3 episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Well, no, it was 2, wasn't it?
Yeah.
With the intro?
I can't remember.
What? You watched them all recently.
I mean, that podcast no longer exists.
Whatever. So, yeah. We're going to talk about personal stuff. Whatever we want to talk about, pretty much.
I mean, when you say personal stuff, I think like this is more of like a get to know you kind of thing, because our first episode was about E3, and while that was a good topic, it's, we thought it might be good to talk about us a little bit. We're tired of talking about video games. We just want to like we just want you to get to know us a little bit better, because you want to be invested in whoever's telling you video game opinions. Sorry, that's my bird.
He's blocking the podcast.
Yeah, she's very interested.
I'm sure she is. Well, let's get right into it.
Yeah,
We're going to talk about our favorite video games right off the bat.
Yeah,
I don't think we've talked about it before.
Yeah, just to ease into it. Also, I'm still going to be drawing on my sketchbook.
Yeah, you might not be able to see it because of the light.
Yeah, well, you're not going to be able to see it. It's a surprise.
Whatever you say, fancy boy.
Yeah, exactly.
Whatever. Alright. So what's one of your favorite games, Jonathan?
My favorite games? Well, right off the bat, probably Sonic Adventure and Sonic Adventure 2. Both of those games had a huge impact on me when I was younger. Just the sense of adventure that it had, and all the epicness that was in those games, and talking animals. It was my jam.
Was those on GameCube?
Yeah, it was on GameCube. It's one of the few systems that I actually own. Sonic is very close and near to my heart. Right. You taking the headphones off?
I'm taking the headphones off.
Okay.
I'm having a reverb effect over here.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess our audio will just be up in the air.
Oh, well, no, it's good. I'll check it every once in a while. Stop complaining.
Oh, okay.
You play your Sonic games.
Sorry, yeah. I love Sonic, even though I'm...
Bird's into Sonic too.
Oh, yeah. I owned the GameCube. I owned like the Game Boy Advanced and the Game Boy SP, and then the Game Boy, and then also the Nintendo DS. So I'm a big fan of Nintendo's portable games.
What a Nintendo fanboy, right, everybody?
Yep, that's me.
We are all Nintendo fanboys.
Not you.
That's true. I said y'all.
Oh, yeah.
I didn't say me.
I thought you said all. We all. Okay.
We all.
Yeah, so that sort of limits my experience with other game titles. My aunt actually, or my grandma, or we usually kept our more advanced game systems like the PS2 and the PS3 and also the Wii at our grandma's house, or grandma and grandpa's house, and our aunt was the one who actually owned them, and she would just let us play with them. And I played a lot of games I played a lot of co-op games with my brother, and then He would usually be player one since he. I don't know. I kind of just like to watch him play, which is kind of how I'm so invested in like the Let's Play scene.
Well, that's all you really play games now, anyways.
Yeah.
Let's Plays.
Experience games. That's valid.
Experience games.
Yeah.
How you experience games is the video?
Yeah, through someone else's through someone else's input.
That's right. We're still doing Dark Souls, so
Yeah.
we'll get back to that eventually.
Eventually.
I don't know when we stopped. It was a couple of weeks ago, I guess.
Yeah. I mean, life was crazy, you know. Sometimes you just need to take.
I guess it was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
I went on my trip and everything. Well, we both went on trips in 2 weeks, so I just messed up our whole time. We're trying to get back on a schedule, but it's gone so well.
Yeah. Other games. Undertale. You can see from my shirt. Thank you, fan gamer.
No shout outs.
Sorry, I just love Undertale so much. It was one of my fave games of all time, just because you wouldn't understand, but because you never played it before.
I know, you kept telling me to play it whenever it came out.
Yeah, but
it just never happened. I don't want to play it.
That's fine.
There's too many people talking about it.
Well, no one's talking
it's
about
too
it
hipster.
now. Well, now that the Switch
Too
version's
hipster
coming,
for me.
It's not even the slightest bit hipster.
Hipster for me.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, I really like the cast and characters. I really like games that take you on an adventure. I was really into like RPGs growing up, like Tales of Symphonia or like Final Fantasy games, especially.
Yeah.
Just random JRPGs. Kingdom Hearts, yes, that's definitely on the list. Just because of how wacky and how heartfelt and sincere the story is.
Is that an RPG?
It is an RPG. You fight enemies alongside Donald and Goofy from the Disney franchise.
Can you level up in that? I guess that's not leveling up, though. Role-playing game.
Yeah.
It isn't necessarily. That's what I always think of, though, in RPGs.
Yeah, you level up and you get stronger so you can beat tougher enemies, and then you watch cutscenes every 10 minutes or so.
Well, it's not Metal Gear cutscenes where they're 30 minutes long.
Right.
That's what I've heard. I've only played the Metal Gear Solid 5, I think. But I didn't beat it also.
Technically, all video games have some element of role-playing into them, but we'll get it. That's a whole other discussion.
I guess that's true.
Yeah, Mario, my main man.
Which Mario? All of them?
I really like.
Have you played all of them?
No, I haven't played all of them. Like the ones on the NES were way too hard. Oh yeah, I do own an NES, just a regular NES, and I would usually play Duck Hunt and Mario on there. Games were sort of like all around me growing up. I was really into Pokemon. And
still I am, right?
Oh yeah, definitely.
I work with a bunch of people who play Pokemon Go religiously.
Yeah.
Still popular.
Well, yeah, I don't play it as much anymore, but it was fun for a time. You cannot deny that was a phenomenon.
It was a phenomenon for a while. When did it come out? Last year?
No, it was like at least 2 years ago.
Was it?
Yeah.
It was still while I was living here. So I don't remember. It's been like a year though, so maybe it was 2 years ago.
Pokemon Go. Yeah, Pokemon. And like some other games, like Ghost Trick and The World Ends With You. Other like story-based games that had like a good cast of characters. Really, is what I need.
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess my parents were pretty lenient whenever I played games. Like as long as I did all of my homework, I could just do whatever. And me and my brother would always just like play games together. So I always had like a player two. I was usually player two, so I didn't have to worry about like but kind of as a side effect, I didn't really go over to people's houses because like I had my own game systems and like I didn't really play 4-player games, especially because like Nintendo doesn't really have because with the Game Boys you had to have like that weird link cable with. Each one of them had to have like a separate link cable, and then you had to have the same game.
Well, not with the DS, right? They had the local play thing.
The wireless. Yeah, that helped a little bit.
Everyone played that in high school. You remember that?
Yeah.
On the tennis bus.
Yes.
Everyone played fucking Mario Kart. Someone had a DS, so that was a lot of fun. We'll talk about that later, though. So, those are your favorite games?
Yeah, I think those were my favorite games. Yeah, I owe a lot to gaming. It opened up a lot of worlds. It sort of helped increase my literacy, of course, because I played a lot of narrative based games. So I
That's
always
true.
got high grades in English and like vocabulary because like some person would be like, "Oh, the corporation," and then I was like, "What is that?" And then I would have to go look it up or like ask my parents what that means, and then they'd be like, "Where did you learn that?"
So you cheated in high school.
I did not
and pretend
cheat.
you were smart.
No, I did not cheat. I am super smart.
Whatever, Mr. Cocky.
Well, what are your favorite games? How did you
My
get into
favorite games?
gaming?
You know what my favorite game is. What's my favorite game?
Is it Halo?
Halo. I haven't played that in a long time. I think I had that on the original Xbox. I don't
No, your
remember.
favorite game is Alan Wake. I'm just
I
kidding.
don't. You know, it's been so long since then. But I mean, I haven't played it in a long time. I'm waiting for the sequels to come out though.
Oh, okay.
I mean, you'll probably watch by then, right? When we actually do a playthrough.
Yeah, of course.
But I'll probably do a playthrough of a new game as well, Control. That's coming out. I don't know. I guess next year or so.
Hmm.
But I didn't play Remedy's last game, Quantum Break. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I did. I mean, I saw the E3 trailer. We talked about it.
Yeah, so I don't know. We'll see what happens. But some of my favorite games, you know, I played Halo a lot when I was younger. We owned an original Xbox. I don't remember when we got the original Xbox though, but we got it at some point.
Mm?
We had Halo. I used to love those games. Halo 3 I played with some of the high school people. You remember Colton?
Yeah, I did.
I used to, because we used to be friends in middle school. We played that that night as well. When we played it, we went and TP'd someone's house.
Ha!
But my dad was trying to be all cool. He was trying to be the cool dad and everything. So
What? He'd let you TP a house?
him and whoever else was over. I think it was him, and then my girlfriend's brother was there as well. So that was a whole mess. We'll talk about her later, though.
Oh, are we gonna dig up like? Are we gonna dig
I'm going
dirt
to.
up?
I'm going to.
I don't know.
You don't
I
have to
think
talk
that's
about whatever you want to talk about.
not the best idea on a public podcast, Jordan.
I don't care. No one cares. They're not going to see this podcast. I certainly doubt one day. I don't care if she's like, hey, talk crap about me. I don't care. I
Okay.
don't care.
I know it's just not good to bury the hatchet like that.
Oh, I'll bury the hatchet. I don't care what these people know.
Okay.
Anyways, Halo. What else we got? We got horror games. I've played through Silent Hill 2 and 3. I played that with one of my old friends. I haven't played through 4. I did Downpour. I don't know how far I got in Homecoming. It was a long time ago. I've never actually beaten one. I don't think I've ever really gotten too far. Because we started, you remember when we started a playthrough for that?
Mm-hmm.
We started doing that, but I don't remember how far we got. I don't think we got too far, though.
Hmm.
I don't know why we stopped. But, gosh, what else? Dead Space, I really like that a lot. We talked about that on the last podcast. I'm a big horror guy. I love those horror games. But I did play a little bit of Resident Evil Remake.
Mm-hmm.
But, I don't remember where I got. I got to a lab or something. I stopped playing. But we're going to do Resident Evil 2 on the stream when that comes out next, February or January, was it?
Yeah, just about.
So we'll play that whenever that comes out. We actually got a new headset today, so the audio quality should be better on the streams, hopefully.
Yeah,
And I'm about to move back into the house, so we're going to have a lot better internet. I'm going to wire everything up, so
Mm-hmm.
we'll find out someday. Friday or
Someday.
something. What else we got? Let me
What was the
think.
first game you ever played?
Ever? I
Yeah.
don't remember. I used to not play games. My mom used to play all the games.
Oh, really? She was the gamer?
That's right.
Oh.
She used to play Tomb Raider on the PS1, and I don't know what else she played. A lot of PS1 games, I guess. One of my most nostalgic games is Haunted Mansion on the original Xbox.
Oh, yeah. I remember that one.
My gosh, it's actually a pretty good game. I mean, it's short though. It's like 4 or 5 hours. You can get it really fast. And if I paid $60, it'd be bad. But you can pay for like $5 now.
Mm.
Used, and it's really fun. Other nostalgic games are like SpongeBob Battle Bikini Bottom. I used to play that a lot. I had a lot of movie license games. A lot of the Harry Potter games.
Oh, yeah.
That's back when you were a kid.
And back when movie studios could like affordably make cheaper video games.
Well, the movie license games back then were pretty good.
I know, yeah, but like it didn't cost like as much. Like some different forms of hardware didn't cost as much to like develop games for.
I guess that's true. So other than that, I don't know recent titles I've really liked. I played Far Cry 3 recently, and I liked that a lot. I probably added that to my favorite games list. I think that's the best Far Cry game out of 4 and 5 at least. 5 was pretty mediocre.
Hmm?
I've been doing this Tomb Raider game. Shadow of the Tomb Raider just came out.
Yeah,
I need to pick that up and play through that. I'll do that eventually. What else have I really enjoyed? I don't know. A lot of movie license games on the original Xbox.
Because you love movies.
That's right. I guess the Batman games are really fun. The Arkham games, have you ever seen any of those?
Yeah. Yeah, I played Arkham Asylum.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you used to... Did I let y'all have that?
No.
I don't remember. Maybe y'all just owned it. The time passes. I can never tell. What else? I don't know. Those are my favorite games. And, of course, Alan Wake, I think the main reason I like that, I don't know if I said it before on the podcast, the reason I liked it so much is because back in 2010, there was a lot of the same stuff, like FPSs and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So it was just a lot different. Kind of move around and dodge, and you have to defeat enemies with a flashlight, and you actually have to kind of strategize to fight around them. So
yeah,
it felt a lot different back then.
As
so
opposed
that's what
to
sort of changed it up a little bit. I don't remember what came out in 2010.
I can't.
It was a long time ago, 8 years ago, but I was on 360 or on the Wii and stuff, so it was different species.
Yeah, I would have to. I feel like, I don't know, what's the best year of gaming? I wonder about that sometimes.
Man, I don't know. The year Alan Wake came out, just because of that game.
The year Undertale came out, just because of that game.
Sure, whatever you say.
Yeah.
That was the worst year in gaming. That's all I heard about. That's all I heard about. You know how bad it was? It was pretty bad back then.
I know how bad it was. I was in the fandom.
Because there was a guy on YouTube who didn't want to review it because everyone kept telling him to review it.
Yeah.
So, sometimes a fandom can really bog out a game.
Oh yeah,
kind of ruin it for everybody else in a way.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that's in a way with Five Nights at Freddy's. I actually almost finished the last book. I was actually listening to the books, and they're not terrible.
Oh yeah,
the writing's a little.
I don't think you really went into depth on that. Is that good?
I don't know. I mean, I don't even know how to really explain it. The writing's okay.
Don't you have criticism skills?
If you want to ask me about it, let me think. The character's okay. The first book was pretty decent.
Don't they turn into animatronics or something?
Oh, no. They go to the Five Nights at Freddy's.
Oh wait, no. I'm thinking about a fan fiction I read. Never mind.
Yeah. One of the there's a girl in it that is the daughter to one of the guys that built Five Nights at Freddy's, basically.
Oh yeah.
And there's a villain, and there's they go and survive. It's not even really Five Nights. It's just kind of
one.
They might go over Five Nights over the chapters, but it's not like 5 nights straight or anything like that. But I guess in the games it's not 5 nights straight either. They come back, so maybe it is like that.
First night, second night.
But that second book has nothing to do with 5 nights. It's really Freddy's. I mean, it has their animatronics are still there and stuff, but I'm only halfway through the third book. I kind of gave up because it's starting to get really crazy.
Oh yeah.
There's crazy stuff going on, so I'll probably finish that on my way back maybe or something.
I love it when things get crazy, don't you?
I guess. One weird thing, though, is he uses a lot of, I feel like dictionary words. He looks up a word. He's like, I'm not going to use this word. I'm going to try and find a fancy word. Oh. So everyone thinks I'm smart. Because, there's
jargon.
There's 12-year-olds reading this book and stuff. And you're like, wow, smart words.
Vocabulary. I mean, they're going to be teaching this in school someday.
But one thing
Video game curriculum.
Yeah, I guess. But I was listening to the audiobook, and one thing is the lady reading it she's okay. I don't think she can do male voices too well. I mean, it can be kind of hard to do, the opposite sex voice. So, but I kind of wish they had, hired at least 2 people, one for the males and one for the females, and have a split.
Oh yeah,
that's kind of weird. I don't know why they wouldn't do that. Because there's another book for the X-Files, and I was looking that up, and they have 6 voice actors for that. But maybe that's just because it's a TV show, and they can have a lot more budget. I don't know. So yeah. That's my opinion on that. So that's their history with video games.
Yeah. Games are such wonderful creations, don't you think?
That's right. They are pretty wonderful creations.
So let's talk about more about you. How did you...
Me?
Yeah. What are your hobbies? You got any... Do you like long walks on the beach?
My hobbies? Oh, man. I don't know what my
how'd
hobbies
you get into explain your YouTube career?
My YouTube career? Well, I haven't done much, have I? I've had an old channel. And that's sort of I don't even know what the password is for that anymore. So I can't even access it anymore. But it's still up there somewhere. The channel I have right now, I had a bunch of videos and they're all gone, pretty much. I didn't like any of them. It's just Let's Plays I never finished or anything like that, so I just removed them. And I had edited parts of the streams, so I haven't streamed anymore, so I can't really upload anything right now. So once we start streaming more, maybe we'll start continuing those.
Mm-hmm.
So once I get back to that.
Yeah, but did you always like think you would be a YouTuber at any capacity?
I mean, I don't know. I guess I always kind of started in middle school, I think was the old channel, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Because I think you checked out some of those videos.
Yeah.
They're very cheesy.
Yeah,
I
but
don't know.
they were good. Some school assignments thrown in there.
Was it?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
I don't know. You had like an advertisement for a thing.
Oh, they have the pop gun thing.
Yeah.
Well, that's off the channel now.
Yeah.
Like, it was completely rebranded. So maybe one day it'll show back up just
Completely
because. But
rebranded.
I'm keeping the channel for one thing, so if people join, they'll know what it's all about. But my hobbies, other than that, I just watch YouTube a lot. I go to work and I play video games when I enjoy a game. I'm a big headphone guy. You know, these are Boses, they're nothing too big, but I own a pair of headphones I use at my house that are worth about $700.
Wow.
But I paid $300, so I saved
see.
a lot of money off of that. And I have an amp DAC and stuff like that.
A what?
An amplifier and a DAC.
Oh, AMDAC.
Well, a headphone amplifier amplifies the headphones. A DAC transfers the signal from your computer to that, so you can amplify your headphones. So
okay.
it's a whole process. But other than that, that's basically my hobbies. What are your hobbies,
My hobbies?
Jonathan?
Yeah, I draw.
Other than drawing. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I feel like it's obvious.
I draw, I listen to podcasts. I listen to a lot of like actual play podcasts, so I'm really into like role-playing games, even though I'm really bad at running them. And actually like getting people together to play them.
Do you have people here that do role-playing games?
No, I mainly just play it on Skype.
Oh, okay.
What else? I do a lot of craft stuff. Sometimes I just see something like while I'm scrolling through like Twitter or Tumblr, and I'm just like, I need to make that. So it's like I made slime. I've learned how to knit and crochet. I'm thinking about taking up needle felting because I like stabbing things with sharp objects.
I guess some way to do it.
Oh yeah, but I really do. I think if I had a hobby, it'd be like cooking a lot. I do cook a lot. Yeah. Most of my family are really good cooks. I always had good food growing up. But I didn't like. I was a pretty picky eater, and it wasn't until like I was in Boy Scouts as well, so that also helped with the cooking. Because I had to like make my own meals and plan them and like buy them. For campouts. Yeah, I would only eat like stuff like plain noodles with like ketchup. I really liked ketchup. I would put ketchup on everything. When I was like real little and just like I was just like kind of peckish, my mom would just like take out some packets of ketchup from her purse, and then I would just like eat those.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, it was kind of weird, but like it all changed when I went to my first summer camp. And I had to learn how to eat different foods, otherwise I would starve and not have enough energy to do Boy Scout activities.
So those are your hobbies? Plenty of hobbies.
Oh yeah. What else? Hobbies.
You're a lot more adventurous than I am.
Oh yeah. Of course. I watch cartoons a lot. That's mainly what I watch. I haven't. I was really sad when Adventure Time ended, and now I'm watching OKKO. I also watched anime, but that's sort of like an off and on thing. I don't like keep up with the current seasons.
What's the difference between cartoon and anime?
It's just like
Aren't they both different types of animation technically?
They are, but like with anime is usually used to refer to productions that are made in Japan, and then cartoons are just because anime is a very specific industry. It's like
I guess that's true.
It has a very niche audience who understand like that subculture, or at least are aware of it. Cartoons is just sort of like, I mean, all anime is a cartoon, but not all cartoons is anime.
I didn't watch cartoons when I was a kid. I was telling on the last podcast, I like Disney Channel. Have you ever seen Disney Channel stuff?
Yeah, of course.
Was Even Steve? That was Disney Channel, wasn't it?
Even
Stevens.
Stevens.
Because I don't think anybody else had live action. I don't think. No, Nickelodeon has some live action stuff. But I think it's kind of died out. I think all.
Degrassi.
Disney Channel still has a lot of live action stuff.
Yeah,
so
it's
never
like
mind.
barely animation,
Oh, is it now?
except for Star versus the Forces of Evil, I guess.
Disney Channel's kind of always been like that though, because there used to. I think there used to be a Disney like it
Yeah,
was just
Toon
cartoons.
Disney.
Yeah, it was
They still
something
have
else.
that.
But now it's all Disney Channel's just live action stuff now. So
Yeah.
that's why I watched a lot of Lizzie McGuire. I think I watched That So Raven, even Stevens. So I don't know. And Disney Channel movies. I remember a lot of those movies. I can't remember the titles, but I can. If I see it, I'll know it. I remember that one Wish Upon a Coin or whatever it was. What was that called?
It was Wish Upon.
Oh.
And then he wishes that his, I don't know, he didn't want his brother, I guess.
I don't know. He didn't wish his brother was never born.
But he's like, I wish he was out of my life. And then
Yeah.
he got out of his life.
And somehow different parents had him, which doesn't really make any logical sense.
Yeah.
They could biologically have the exact same child. All right, whatever you say. All right.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm an artist. I should. Can I talk about that?
Oh yeah. What kind of drawings have you done, Jonathan?
Yeah. So.
How has your drawings evolved in a way as well?
Of course, when I started out, I always like draw the act of drawing, like picking up something and then making a thing.
Yeah.
But it wasn't until like middle school I started taking it seriously. So in elementary, pre-K, I used to copy Pokemon cards. Ooh, some ink got on the thing. Ooh, what was I saying? Oh yeah.
It's all over.
No, it's not over. It's a happy accident. Yeah. So what was I saying?
You're talking about elementary drawing. I don't know.
Yeah, elementary drawings. Copied Pokemon cards, mainly just made monsters, made my own Digimon, stuff like that. And didn't really think about it as like a career to pursue. I just wanted to get better at it because I wanted to learn how to draw all the things that I wanted to draw. My mom was actually an artist, so like her pictures are hanging up around the house, and it's I guess that's I didn't know that she was an artist until later on in elementary school, but having like art surrounding me was, I guess, helped in some capacity.
Yeah.
And then in middle school, I mean, I started taking art lessons, and middle school I sort of gave up drawing for a time just because I wasn't good enough or like something like that. And then I took a trip to Washington, D.C., and that was really fun. And then on the way back, some chaperone was sleeping. It's like one of the parents were sleeping, and I was like, I should draw this person. And so I did, and it was a pretty good likeness of him. I don't know if I can find it, but if I
Wait, you drew him in his sleep?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's what you do because I was too intimidated to draw something live.
It's just kind of weird staring at somebody sleeping while you're drawing.
No, it's not.
Maybe it's just me.
Well, it's not like I posted it online anywhere.
I guess it's true. I don't know.
Yeah, so then, I don't know, I showed everyone and they were like, wow, Jonathan, this is great. And so I was like, maybe I should continue doing this.
And then happened.
Yeah, and that
Now
was
we're here.
then it began. Started taking it a little bit more seriously, devoted more time to it. Because I went to school actually to become a doctor. Like, I was in the pre-med track. But then I took my first chemistry class, and that did not pan out so well. I don't know, I was pretty depressed about not being an artist, or being an artist was hard, but then my advisors were just like, yeah, just go for it. I mean, it's better to be learning a craft of what you love rather than something you won't love. It's better to fail at what you love doing rather than something you don't like doing. And then I was like, okay. So then I went into the art track. It was a fine art track, so it wasn't particularly illustration or animation, things that I was necessarily interested in, but I was already locked into that college at that point. I didn't think about going anywhere else. What happened then? yeah, 4 years of art school, I learned how to make like more. I learned how to see things more critically, like um, seeing like aesthetics, like the wider culture of art. I learned a lot of art history, like the Western art history of like famous abstract painters and modernists. Um, I learned how to make sculptures and 3D art, as well as like paintings and just basic more drawing skills. I was pretty proficient at that point, but I still had like problems like presenting my work to others, or like because presentation is quite a big component when it comes to like showing art. And then I had to think about like themes and like meanings in art. And so it was kind of rough for a while, but I did graduate. Woohoo! Now I'm sort of, but I didn't really know how to market myself, so I'm kind of stuck working in retail for now, until I find a better job. And I've been kind of burned out right now, just because I don't know, the life balance is hard to navigate for me because I'm a very goal oriented person. What else? Oh yeah, so now I'm here, back at home, still figuring out what to do, and I don't know. I'd liked, and yeah, I'm still figuring out what to do, basically. um, that's my story.
That's the whole story of drawing.
Yeah, that's my.
We were drawing, but now we're graduating college. I didn't graduate college. I took, oh man, 3 majors.
Three majors.
I flunked out and left.
Oh.
But now I'm in retail. But I think I'm going back. We discussed on last episode as well. I'm not sure what I'm going to do. Maybe IT, I was thinking. I'm decent with computers. I thought about radiology, but I've heard it was a pretty bad job from what people have told me.
Really? From like what why is it bad?
I don't know. They said long hours. They work you hard.
Well, I mean, all you're just you're examining like footage. I mean, you're examining pictures.
Yes, I heard a lot of people just regret going into that field. So.
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I might go IT. It seems like people like that job. We were talking about it before in the car, weren't we?
Yeah.
The field is. I don't know. I might do that. I like computers and stuff. I think I'm pretty good with technology, so that might be my next field. But we'll see what happens next semester, I guess. Gotta wait for now. We're in the midst of September, so still got a little bit to wait for. Well, since we're talking about our lives, we may as well jump into all of our past.
Oh,
at least depending on who wants to open up. I'm sure Jonathan doesn't want to talk about too much about his life.
My past? Like, that's such a broad subject. Are there specific...
Well, I'll just start it off.
How was I in high school?
I was born in one place.
Oh no, this is like a whole biography section, isn't it?
Well, I'm trying not to say where we live, I guess.
It's okay.
You think?
I mean, you can say it. Yeah, it's fine.
Well, I was born in Odessa, Texas, and I moved to Keller, Dallas. Well, Keller, Texas. Then I moved to Midland, and then I moved to Granbury, and then I'm just here visiting right now. But I moved to Midland when I was 10, third grade. Then I was there until I graduated, basically, until I was like 20. And I moved to Granbury. Jonathan and I became friends. I don't even remember. When was it?
It was
high school?
I don't know, when we were in the tennis team, right?
It wasn't middle school.
It was sort of high school.
It's weird. I'm not sure. I feel like it was like the end of 8th grade, beginning of freshman year. Because junior year, I was friends with Colton and Jonathan. That was a mess. I'm going to do call-outs, right?
Oh, boy.
That was a mess. I mean, it was middle school, so everybody was different. Everybody's changed by now. I mean, we're all in our 20s. So.
Yeah, don't hold a grudge, Jordan.
I'm not holding a grudge. I'm just saying what it was like in the past. You know how everyone is in middle school, though. They can be kind of a mess. You know, everyone evolves out of it, though. But we had bullies and stuff like that, you know. But they weren't bullies or anything. Basically, it's just, I don't know. It was just a mess. But in elementary school, I don't remember a lot about elementary school. I was shy throughout my entire school career from 3rd grade till I graduated. You know, I didn't even ask a girl out until senior year.
Oh yeah.
When I asked that girl out to homecoming.
I didn't ask anyone out.
Never. Oh well, the world's not over. Then someone tried to convince you to ask somebody out. Someone tried to convince somebody to ask somebody out.
Oh yeah, let's not talk about that.
Anyways, Now, elementary school wasn't too bad. Everyone was still a kid, so nobody well, some people made fun of me. They called me nicknames and stuff, but that's just how, I guess, kids are. It was bad then. Middle school got really bad, but I got it stopped by some people, so that kind of cleaned up a little bit in high school. High school was just pretty much just went through it and I graduated.
Yeah.
Nothing really bad happened there.
But a lot of good things happened, but you can't remember.
I know, I have a terrible memory. A lot of tennis trips. Well, I didn't do anything tennis. I just walked around. I didn't really play at all.
Same. Or I did my homework like a good person.
Yeah, we didn't really do any tennis. We were just there to do it, pretty much.
We were lucky to have a tennis coach who was pretty lax on the junior varsity team.
Oh yeah, none of us went for varsity or anything. We weren't that fancy. But I'd walk around it was out of the college, so we'd walk around the campus whenever we got the chance. Well, I walk around with some of my other friends. So that was something, I guess. What else? I had a girlfriend in middle school. That lasted till, I don't even know, freshman year, I think. And then we just kind of stopped talking to each other. But she lived in a completely different town. Do you know about her, Julie?
Yeah, you talked about her some.
Did I? Well, we must have. I don't remember how long it lasted, but it was a mess, anyways. As is most of my relationships, that was the only relationship I had in that entire high school.
Well, plenty of fish in the sea.
Right? If you say so. But, anyways, medical school wasn't so bad. I mean, in middle school, we were shoved in one building, weren't we? Was it just one building? I think high school was high school was different because, the first 2 years we were in one area, but then we moved to a completely different school. I think was it 1 year or
that
was
only
senior year?
That was our senior year.
Yeah, only one senior year.
They built an entire new building.
Yeah, we were there, but for 3 years we were in these smaller buildings.
Oh yeah, hallways were cramped.
Yeah, it was bad. It was a lot better than senior year, and then the year after we left there, everybody got free computers, so we really kind of got crapped out.
It's okay.
We missed out on a lot of stuff. You know what's funny is I can't even remember half the classes I was in.
You were in home economics. I mean, life skills, right?
Yeah, I remember that a little bit. I remember that. I just don't remember classes. That's weird because you think you'd remember after being 5 days a week and then so long, but I don't know. Maybe I just didn't pay any attention at all. Might explain why I only got C's. Didn't care enough.
You were not a smart boy.
Excuse me?
Sorry.
I don't know about that. I should have been a theater. Maybe I could have been an actor.
Yeah.
But, I don't even... What was... you were in art, though, for extracurricular, if I could say it right.
I mean, art wasn't really extracurricular. I mean, it was...
No?
Well, yeah, yes, it was an extracurricular, because it was a football school.
It was we were very much a football school, but that's because it's Texas. Every school's a football school.
Mm-hmm. Did a lot of art competitions, and I was president of book club, and I was president of writing club, so I was very literature heavy. Extracurriculars. I was also in the science club, and we went on a lot of field trips or campouts. We in the literary club we published a bunch of poems and short stories, and we just distributed through campus. It was really cool. I also did the school newspaper comic. That was a thing that happened.
When did the newspaper come out? Was it senior year?
I think there was one newspaper that came in that was in middle school. It was just the one.
That long ago?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
But they reissued a whole thing. Or they did a whole reboot of it, I suppose.
Yeah. Well, we also had end of year trips. Did we have an end of year trip? We had, I guess, Six Flags.
Oh yeah, we always went to
year.
Six Flags. That's not a thing that most schools do.
Yeah. We had our senior trip, and that was chaotic.
Oh yeah.
You kind of got stuck with us and the other guy.
Oh yeah. It's okay.
I don't think you really ever liked him before.
What? I mean,
the other guy.
he was okay.
Oh yeah.
We need to edit this out. This is not good to be.
I said the other guy. I didn't say who it was.
I mean, I just don't like subtweeting people.
Fine, whatever. I won't. You can don't talk about crap about people. We haven't been talking about crap about anybody. I guess except bullies, but that's a general topic. The only we had one friend who was kind of bullied.
Yeah.
But it was kind of weird just because he was quiet. But we had a couple people that were quiet. Yeah, I guess we had a couple people that were bullied because they were quiet.
Yeah.
But you know,
if you're not loud and
we were
rowdy, then like you must be punished.
We were a semi-privileged school, so
yeah.
Everybody's bullies people because they can't get in fights or anything, so they can't let their rage out.
Yeah.
Just bully everybody. There was one guy who was like in elementary school, part of a group, and they kind of joined the football team and kind of vanished.
Yeah.
That was weird. Were you friends with him?
Yeah.
That's weird. I wonder why he transformed. I guess once you go into high school and you join football and everything, your kind of personality kind of changes.
Yeah, I mean, when you're around different people, then like you get influenced, or like something inside of you changes, or like you just grow up. That's it.
I guess that's true. One of my old friends was he just wanted to be popular. Like we stopped being friends. He just wanted to be popular.
Popular.
I don't understand that. Why you'd care so? I guess in high school you kind of care because you have 4 years to deal with it, so you may as well try.
Yeah.
But I never really cared about doing anything like that.
I wish that I could be like the cool kids. Just all the cool kids, they seem to fit in.
You were pretty popular though. I mean, you had a bunch of clubs apparently.
Yeah, I was pretty popular. Everyone knew my name.
Well, whether that's for the best or worst.
I mean, yeah, I was.
That's up to you.
I was the only Chinese person.
Sort of.
I was like.
Worked out itself.
It's like, yeah, only Chinese person. We did have a few like Hispanics and Latinos, but it was mainly white, wasn't it?
Yes, we were in a private school, so
yeah,
white privilege all the way. It can be a mess sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
We had a black student in elementary school. You remember that?
Oh yeah, that was.
We probably did it towards the end. I don't remember.
That was so bad. There was also a black student in middle school, and the teachers also scared them off.
Is that what it was?
Like, no, there was one in elementary school, and he had to leave because of behavioral issues, and then there was another kid who was Mormon, and
that was senior year. That's right.
It wasn't senior year.
Sorry, junior school. Sorry,
it was like 7th grade or something.
Yeah, he tried to sell me a Halo 3 ODST code.
Yeah.
That was a mess too.
Yeah, but like even some of the teachers gave him flack because he was Mormon, which was not cool.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
I don't know. I think he was kind of messed up too. So.
Yeah, he was. I did not like his company, but like I don't know. I didn't like how people bullied him just because he was Mormon.
Yeah, it was dumb. I don't know why they would do that, but you know how some people can be.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, of course. I live with them every day. I mean, I deal with them every day.
Let's say okay. Other than that, we had on our attendance bus. Yeah, we played a lot of DS games.
Oh yeah, they would always show Tool Time.
Was it Home Improvement all the time?
Yeah.
It was that or
Yeah, it was Home Improvement.
What was that one movie called? With the knees and everything.
The what?
Where it was like God was in it and
God was in it.
There was a knight, the Black Knight who couldn't die.
Oh, Monty Python's Holy Grail.
That was on a lot too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
A lot of DS and everything. There was one year, was it junior year? Or junior middle school? Where I had to direct a play or something?
Yeah.
Were you in that?
I was.
What did you play?
Wasn't I Marty McFly?
What you Marty McFly? We had to direct a play. I don't remember it very well, but I had to direct a play with everybody who was not actors. It was bad.
I was a good actor.
I don't remember. I know one of the guys was really bad.
Mm-hmm.
That was a mess. But he didn't.
He got cast as the bully role. And he is the most meek person.
He does not have very much charisma. He's not an actor. I'll say that. But he's not everyone's actor, I guess.
Michael Cera doesn't have much charisma on the outside. Wait,
he does really good Scott Pilgrim though.
Yeah. Wait, no, maybe he's just really charismatic, but he just acts like that. He just acts very meek.
I think it depends on the film role.
Oh
He's
yeah,
a pretty good actor.
I guess he just gets typecast.
Don't just agree with me. Argue.
Sorry. You made some very valid arguments.
Anyways, other than that, I was in tennis a long time. I didn't do it senior year though.
Yeah, we missed you. Oh wait, no, I didn't. I wasn't. I wasn't.
He says.
I was not in tennis.
Why would you do
either.
that if you could get an hour out of your school? You know, some schools are only making doing 4-day weeks now.
Yeah.
That's probably for the best.
Yeah, because like 7 hours of school like really drains someone. Like by the end of the day, you're just like dead.
Is that how it sounds like whenever you're getting drained?
Yeah.
Of your life force?
Yeah, the fluorescent lights drain your juices.
But no, I was never a big fan of school. We had a friend that was really into school, and it still is, but I don't know. Do you like school?
Yeah, I like school. I like learning. I like broadening my horizons and just like learning about new things, new places, new skills especially. I like learning new skills. I didn't like. I guess I wasn't a fan of curriculum in general. Just like I don't know how we were graded in certain things, or like how they were teaching certain things. Because like I have an appreciation for math now that I didn't have before. But like when people teach it, it's just like it's just such a snore fest. Like there's nothing applicable to it. They just teach you these concepts, and you're just supposed to follow the formula.
Did you take calculus senior year?
Yeah, I took calculus.
Okay. I only got into pre-cal, but I didn't take advanced classes.
Yeah, calculus was fun.
Was it?
Yeah.
What teacher took it? Miss Locke?
Yeah, Miss Locke.
I remember some of the names. I don't remember everybody's name, though. Can I remember English class senior year?
I was in advanced English, so maybe not.
Oh, gosh, Mr. Fancy Pants over here.
Yeah.
You're advanced everything.
We didn't have a lot of APs, so, like, we just had, like...
And I started 7th grade. You started advanced stuff.
Yeah.
But how could you get advanced at 7th grade? Could you just take it no matter what? Was it?
Well, no, if your grade was at a certain threshold, you could choose to go into the advanced classes.
Mm.
And I don't know, you read the, like, similar books. I guess it's just, like, the workload is different. I never understood.
I guess. I don't know what the difference is. Obviously, I never went in, so who knows?
Mm-hmm.
What else happened in high school?
I don't know, we had a lot of hangouts. That's,
Oh, yeah, we had our LAN party. That was a lot of fun.
Did LAN party? With what?
Yeah. We played Halo 3.
Oh,
or
yeah.
Halo Reach.
Yeah, I did. I forgot. I completely wiped that
I
from
was going to
my
say,
memory.
I'm surprised if you weren't there.
Yes, I was there. Every time like I play a first-person shooter, I'm always like, maybe I don't dislike this game because of the constant churning of like sequels every year. Maybe I just aren't good at this.
Well, we had a bunch of people I don't think were very good at it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Half of us played them and half of us didn't, so
I did
it's
like
kind of a mess anyways.
I did like the Halo machinimas. Those were fun to watch.
Yeah, I wonder how they filmed those. I guess in Forge you
Yeah.
could film stuff.
Forge. And then I liked Red versus Blue. That was fun.
Oh, I thought those were the same thing. I don't remember what Halo Machinima is. Anyways, yeah, we had hangouts. We hang out, played video games a lot. Obviously, we played Minecraft, as we talked about in the last podcast.
Yeah.
We played a lot of...
Our like on the Xbox, we didn't have like a server because like no one wanted to shell out money to pay for a server.
But that was on 360.
Oh yeah.
PC wasn't until college.
Oh wait, Oh yeah, wait. Did we not? Did we
What?
have a server on a PC?
We did 1 day or 2 days, but we stopped playing together, kind of. That's when we started playing. That's because one of us got out of it, kind of, so...
Right.
That's just kind of what happened.
Just what happened. You outgrow Minecraft, and you must...
Not me. One of us stopped playing games, mostly, so...
Oh, yeah.
See, I'm not calling out anymore, because Jonathan gets mad.
Yeah.
You're calling out names! I'm calling you out, Ben Parker.
No, not Ben. He's so
Ben!
nice.
Ben got shot down the road.
Oh, no.
Did you hear about his nephew got turned into a Spider-Man?
No.
I don't know what I'm referencing. We're going to Spider-Man territory here. The disguise is ruined. Anyways. What else do we play? We played a lot of Xbox Live arcade games.
Yes.
Some of them were fun. I don't think we played a lot of bad ones.
Nope, we did not. I think we all had good taste, so like whenever something was bad, we just say
We
like,
played a lot of that Princess Defend game and
Yeah,
that Ninja game. You remember that Ninja game? We didn't know who was who.
Oh yeah.
We played that a lot. That was fun.
This is all going to sound really vague to the audience, but it was a good time.
Basically, let's hold it up. Podcast is gonna sound vague. This is for a future. This is a future-proof episode. So when everyone's like, "I wonder what they're all about," then go back to episode 5. We'll find out.
What are your goals, Jordan?
My goals in life? Well, finish college, I guess. Get a good job. Move to Colorado.
Colorado. Why
It's a
Colorado?
plan right now. Colorado, because there's nice mountains and it's a bit colder air. Yeah, I figured that, or maybe Seattle, Washington State, because it rains a lot up there, which would be nice. I was thinking more Olympia, though, I think.
He keeps wanting me to live with him.
Keeps? Well, we discussed it once, I'm pretty sure.
No, but it's come up a couple of times.
You don't want to. Well, there was a time when we were, like, 4 of us were planning on doing that.
Yeah, but
you know how nice that would be for, like, rent, though? Like, 4 people?
Of
You could
course.
quad that. Dang, that'd be cheap.
I know, but just like moving to an entirely different city that I have not been to before, and just like starting a new life is just way too much for me, you know?
It'd be nice, though. You
Yeah.
take a breath of fresh air.
Breath of fresh air. Breath of fresh air of weed.
Oh, goodness. Anyways, I think 4...
Ganja, Mary Jamint.
The problem with having 4 people, especially in like an apartment, is you would not have enough room for everybody.
Oh, right.
Like, where would you put like a TV or a desk?
You would just put it in the center of the room.
I mean, you could definitely live in like a house like this with 4 people. I mean, you wouldn't have much trouble at all. We're gonna all move into your house, Jonathan.
It's not my house. I mean, it's not my house.
It's kind of your house.
It's like
I mean, that's what I call my house. I'd call it my house.
my house.
I mean, it's not your house.
It's. I mean, I don't. Oh well, it's
You're making it more confusing than you need.
yeah. Okay.
Why would you
whatever.
just say it?
Whatever. It's my house. It's my house. It's where I live.
That's right. That's all that matters. Anyways, what else we got? I guess we're talking about college. I mean, it's not much about college. I just kind of went in and out. I just couldn't find the right degree for me. I started with like law. I was gonna be in CSI. That's what my mom wanted me to do. Be a criminal investigator.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't end up working out though. And oh man, what else did I try? Oh yeah, I was gonna be a teacher, and I quickly went, no, never mind.
Oh wow,
That would
really?
have been a bad idea.
I didn't hear about this teacher thing.
It wouldn't have worked out. I don't have the personality to deal with kids.
Well, it doesn't have to be kids. Maybe it could be.
I guess it could be high schoolers.
Adults.
High
Maybe
schoolers
you could
retain.
teach them to do a skill.
Yeah, whatever. That didn't work out either. I think it's all. And then I was gonna maybe go into the oil field, but everyone didn't want me to do that because dealing with guys would be rough. So
Rough and tough.
we ended up.
You could get
Here.
rough and tough.
Did you say so? So now we're both. I guess we're both in retail. Of course, you
Yeah.
graduated at least, so
What could be more rewarding than working at retail?
you're one step ahead of me at least.
Am I though?
I mean, you have a degree.
Yeah.
I feel like you could be a manager somewhere pretty easy
A
with a
manager.
4-year degree, right?
Yeah.
I mean, it wouldn't be too hard. But anyways,
Yeah, it wouldn't be that hard, I suppose.
of course, I had a different experience because I lived at home, but you had a whole dorm experience, which must have been more fun. I feel like.
Oh yeah, I met a lot of different people at college, and I'm eternally grateful for that.
Yeah, I was telling somebody else that it's a lot rougher at home because you kind of can't meet as much people. I feel like at a dorm you'd meet a lot more people.
Oh yeah.
Because you're more personal into the college.
And you have to interact with them.
Yeah, other than
Everyone,
college.
everyone in college as a freshman are like terrified, so they have to like pack together in order to like survive and just lower the existential weight that they have being on their own.
Is that what it is?
Yeah.
How strong did you feel when you were a senior?
How what?
How strong did you feel? Were you a god among men?
How strong I felt? No, I still was
God
kind of a
among
wreck,
men.
but I knew where all of the buildings were.
This would be better. You had a lot more friends too by then, I'm sure.
No, my friend group actually like decreased.
Oh,
My
really?
connections were definitely more than what I had in freshman year, but I just I learned that not everyone has to be your friend, and you can just be acquaintances with people and just be nice, be friendly, be polite. So like I knew a lot of people, but I wasn't close. I was only close with like a few of them.
I feel like something rough happened over there.
No.
Acquaintances.
Like, that's just what happens. Everyone gets really busy when they're a senior.
I guess it's true. You kind of don't care anymore. You just want to graduate at that point.
Yeah. And, like, the workload at our college was it was a lot compared to some other colleges, because we had to do, like, a thesis project, and we also had, like, just more homework in classes.
Yeah.
Like, I had to plan out, like, make a project, like, I had, like, to do a painting project, and, like, write an essay about it and, like, install it in the gallery, and, like, developing was the hardest part, because, like, I was in a funk for my last year, and that was pretty rough.
In a funk. What does that mean?
In a funk just means like my mojo wasn't working. I couldn't find the strength to make art.
Well, you got there eventually, right? At least you graduated finally.
Yeah, I guess so.
You got out of it. Well, are you ready for your corner? So you're ready to show off.
Yeah.
Go for it.
I think I might add some more tones later, but here it is. Oh, wait. This light sucks. And it's also...
Yeah. Well, the lighting's... We've been having problems with the lighting anyways. Yeah, kind of put it in front of the lamp. That looks good.
Let me turn the lamp off. Hang on.
Ooh, I don't know if I made it better. That looks good. Yeah, if you kind of shine on the light, it looks good. Yeah. It looks good. It's a perfect representation.
I mean, it's okay. If you say so, thanks.
Looks good.
Better
than anything I could do.
Yeah, since we were talking about ourselves, I thought it might be fun to draw the host, the progenitor.
Hey, Jonathan, what kind of pencils were you using for this project?
Yeah, so I used the ebony, or the Prismacolor ebony pencils.
Oh, you're not supposed to actually say what there are.
Oh.
You forgot the joke.
Oops! Yeah, no, I was using these...
Sorry.
I was just using these gray pencils, and I was also using generic blue ink.
Man, you know, that generic store really gets you going.
Yeah, I know.
We're actually not branded by generic today. We're branded by, what are they called again?
They're called...
Pencil. It's a terrible name.
We're sponsored by Purple Triangle.
You think that'll be good?
Yeah.
Okay, we're sponsored by Purple Triangle. They make excellent pens, or pencils, I mean.
Art supplies.
Art supplies, general stuff. It's really good supplies, you know.
Yeah, it's like their motto is, if it's not pointy...
It's pointy? Oh, you're right. Points. So if it's not pointy, points.
The round, it's not round, there's a point to it.
That's right.
There's a point to it.
We're not making this up on the spot either.
Yeah, no, we're just workshopping has been rough.
That's right. So go to the generic brand site and check up your, what was it, Purple Triangle pencils, art supplies.
Yeah, and they sell it by monthly box. And then you can get your first box 20% off.
20% off, 20%. So make sure to use that code for 20% off that 20%.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
All right, do you have anything to add? Do you want to spill anything else?
Should we reshoot that? I felt like that was really rough.
What, reshoot the advertisement?
Yeah, I feel like that was really rough.
Oh, yeah, I guess so. And then you can just, like, cut in.
I'm just going to cut all of that.
Oh, well, I can, like, make a little advert. Like a little logo to put in front.
Yeah, all right. What was it, Purple Triangle?
Yeah.
Jonathan, where did you get pencils from?
Well, this episode is brought to you. I mean, no, wait, hang on. Try that again.
Okay. Jonathan, where did you get your art supplies from today?
Well, I got all of this art supplies from Purple Triangle Inc. It's a monthly subscription box where you can get three things of art supplies.
Wow, really? Pencils and ink and all that kind of stuff?
Yep. And you can get your first box for the next month for 20% off.
20% off, 20%.
Yeah.
Now, that balances out to 0% off, but remember, you are kind of getting a 20%, so it feels like you're getting a discount. Mm-hmm. That's the main thing. We tried to, get them a discount, but, they're kind of stubborn over there. But anyways... hopefully they'll give you a little bit of a discount for you. Yeah.
They'll give you a pen, or maybe like 3 pens.
Yeah, or maybe half a pen. We're not exactly sure how the box works. It kind of depends on their budget that day, but
Or 6 half pens, which add up to 3 pens.
It's kind of weird. They could get lucky.
Yeah. Purple Triangle. There's a point to it.
Yeah, point me down. Anyways, so that was episode 5 of our excellent podcast.
Yeah. Again, our intro and outro music is made by Pop Spirit.
Oh yeah, we forgot to intro the Pop Spirit music.
Well, you're gonna edit it you're gonna edit it in post.
Okay, now introduce it. By the way, our music's from Pop Spirit.
Yeah, go check out more of their music on popspirit.net. They also have a Bandcamp account where you can buy and download their music.
That's right. And of course, our tags are It's Not a Lake / Twitter. I think that's how it goes, doesn't it?
Yeah,
or
that's
Twitter
yours.
/ It's Not a Lake. Sorry.
And you can find me on Twitter at jonathanhowyee.com.
You really need to change that. It's the last episode. It's something I should change.
Maybe so.
And you can go to my YouTube channel, It's Not a Lake, to watch some of those edited streams, and of course Twitch / It's Not a Lake for future streams. We'll probably start streaming again Friday, maybe, or maybe the weekend. I'll have to see.
Yeah.
It depends on what
The
time of work.
future is full of possibilities.
That's right. We'll see what happens. I hope you guys enjoyed, and we will talk to you later. There's the drawing. See y'all guys later.
Bye. Why are you wearing that anyway?
What, the suit?
Yeah.
Well, you know, on the off days I'm a hitman, so I'll make sure to go kill some people after this. Got an extra shotgun I can borrow? I think there's one back here.